Let's make block number 6. Hi, I'm Angie with Cutting Edge Quilter, and this week we're making block number 6 in my series of the blocks that I purchased at the Quilt Shop Hop in 2022. And this week it doesn't give me a name of the block again, so I'm kind of making it up as I go. It looks like a star pinwheel type thing, so we're going to call it just a star pinwheel. But that's what it's going to look like. And it looks like a lot of fun, cuts and edges and points, things like that. So let's go ahead and make it. For this one, they gave me 2 long pieces of fabric. This is the background fabric, same as we were using before. This is part of there's a lot of fabric of this that I will be using. They also gave me some squares. This is part of the background fabric. Some squares of this, or 1 square, and then another square of the leaf print that we used on the last block, so last week. So I'm going to go ahead and make this block, and it doesn't look like it's going to take very much, so it should be a pretty fast make. Now these are all cut up the way they need to make the block, so I will go ahead and I'll start piecing them together per the instructions, and we'll see if we can get this block made. Like I said, it looked like a pretty simple block, so it shouldn't take us too long to get this done. So basically I'm going to start out with 8 triangles, 4 of each type of fabric, the background fabric and this leaf print fabric. So I'm going to match these up, and I will sew them together to make it look sort of like this. Oops. Make it sort of like this, and like I said, I'm going to make 4 of these. There we go. So I'm going to make 4 of these, sew these together, and then get started on the next step. Okay, now that I have all these sewn together, I'm not going to square these up and cut off these little dog ears until I get them attached to this, because I'm looking for the center part is what I'm doing. So basically what I want to do is attach these to this area right here, but I need to find the center of this block. This is my bigger block, so what I'm going to do is just make a crease, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but I'm just making a crease there and also on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is just put all of these blocks, sew them directly to the center. And then I'll cut off, according to the dimensions, what size that I need to cut. So basically this line right here, the center line right here, is going to match up with my crease on all 4 sides. So this line will match up with my crease. That way I know that I have them in the center of the block here. Okay, middle block is done. This is kind of cute. It looks like a little pinwheel. So that part's done. Now we're going to work on the outside of it. Okay, we're going to make 4 half square triangles. So basically what I did was I have these little blocks and these rectangles, and what you do to make those is, and I already got half of it done. Normally you would put, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. You would draw a diagonal line. And you don't have to do this, it just kind of makes it a little easier. So from one corner to the other of your block. And then I'm going to demonstrate on this one. I'm going to make 4 of these. Like I said, I already got one side done. I'm working on the other side. So basically what I want to do is your line should go the opposite way of the other one. So this one will go this way. So what I did, you want to make sure that you go ahead and press this side before you start working on this one and not do both of them together, because this will go down and it will make almost like a little, it's going to look like this. So what you want to do is just lay this like this. You want to sew down the line, and then you're going to cut off, you're going to allow for a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and just cut off this little triangle right here to where it looks sort of like this. So I'll show you those after I get those done. Like I said, I'm going to do 4 of those. So this is what it looks like after your flying geese are completed. Is you want to have that overlap right here, because this is going to be where your seam is. The reason why you need a seam allowance right here is so that way your point can stay pointy. I guess that's the technical terms. So you're going to sew around here, and this will be your point. Now that we have all these put together, the only thing we have left to do is to go ahead and make our square, our block. So this is the middle of the block right here, and this is, I'm just going to put these together like this and show you how they will be sewn together. So you put these on the flying geese on the side where it's like an arrow pointing towards the middle. So there's that, and then I have these background squares here that I had cut, and that's going to go in the corners. Okay, and there's our block. So I will get these sewn together. What you do, just like I did last time, this is going to be my 1 row. I'm going to sew those together. This is going to be another row. I'll sew these together, and this is going to be the last row. And then you sew row to row to row. And I will come back when it's done. All right, and we got the block done. Here it is. This is what I'm calling the Star Pinwheel. And it was a lot of fun to make. Here is the back. So we're going to add this to the collection, and we'll see where our quilt takes us in the next couple weeks. We're almost done. We only have 2 left to go. So I'm excited to see what we make out of all of these quilt blocks. So it's kind of fun to kind of piece them together, and then I'll have you help me decide where to lay them out. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to make sure to get notifications for next week where we make block number 7. Thanks for watching. Happy quilting.